Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Infinite Lock. It's your boy Eric, and today we have another Lesserafim reaction. We have the Antifragile track samplers 1 through 5. They drop little like 15 to 20 second, like mood sampler type things for each song, I guess, on the album. So very excited to hear what type of sound we're gonna get from this. With Lesserafim, I feel like they really, before it's all said and done, they really could be one of my favorite girl groups. Honestly, I think that the industry has really been flipped on its head, especially on the girl group side of things with them, New Jeans. IVE has probably had a Rookie of the Year caliber year. G Idol has been probably one of the groups of the year in terms of what they've been doing, and they're still coming back with another album. You know what I mean? So girl groups are, especially in that fourth gen, girl groups are just on fire right now. I think Lesserafim, outside of Sulgi, well, I'll say Sulgi has been my most anticipated drop, but I will say Lesserafim has been my most anticipated comeback for a group, like in terms of like the first time I've heard about them and then they're about to come back. I've been super excited to see what we're gonna get from them on a comeback, just because I think that their debut, their first body of work, Fearless, I think was super, super solid. I think that I love their concept. I love that type of action movie-ish, independent, powerful, individualized type of concept. I love the teaser, with the catwalk on top, it was so iconic, you know what I'm saying? Like with all of the branding, all in the, like, they were in like a graveyard, not a graveyard, but like a junkyard, and they're catwalking, high fashion on tops of, shipping devices and stuff, shipping, holds and stuff like that, carriers and stuff, very, very fire. They're very action movie, oriented. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna be the fourth gen Red Velvet for me in terms of another group where I just love every member. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really like every member is noticeable. Every member has their own power to them. Again, Red Velvet is my favorite girl group. Well, Red Velvet and Dreamcatcher are probably my two favorite girl groups out there. So I feel like the Lesserafim could be like that fourth gen, especially them and like New Jeans could be like that fourth gen version of that, where I just really gravitate to all the members, vocally, style wise, fashion wise, personality wise, you know what I mean? So let's get into this. Let's get into track 1. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on. Got a lot of stuff coming your way. And Lesserafim with the Antifragile track sample 1. Okay. So that was track sampler 1. Very, very like fitting of the, almost like a continuation of Fearless, you know what I mean? It's almost like like that bridging of the two bodies of work almost. It had that funk to it, but it still had that action movie-ish, Ocean's 11, that type of, when they're planning the heist and they're setting up everything that's gonna go, that type of, background music in a movie. Again, I think that's like their signature sound, like that type of sound. That seems like a trademark Lesserafim type sound, and then everything else is like umbrella-ish type stuff from that. But I love that powerful, that beat is gonna knock. I can't wait to see what they're gonna put with that, what type of vocal patterns they're gonna put with that. But yeah, let's get into track 2. Hey, so that was track 2. Very much like reggaeton type of vibes, you know what I'm saying, party music-ish, just it just gave me, island vibes, you know what I'm saying, around a campfire turning up, you know what I mean, like just that type, or just out at the club, you know what I mean. All of their music really seems very club oriented, or like party oriented, or action pack oriented, but it just like certain things are a little lean a little bit towards, you know, certain settings a little bit more than others. But in terms of like the umbrella of sounds, we're really starting to get like a clear vision of what Lesserafim's really going for musically, you know what I mean? So let's get into track 3. So that was track 3. Gave me, I'm trying to kick my camera. Gave me a completely different vibe, man. Gave me like almost like a early hip hop, you know, like almost like a kick push. Lupe Fiasco is just like real smooth urban type of vibe, but still had that hint of elegance to it on top of that. Again, they're always gonna have some sort of like elegance, or like, at least so far what we've seen, but those are like 3 completely different vibes musically, and none of them have really disappointed in terms of what the hype is going to be around whatever song that is. And they all, again, sound amazing. They all have solid vocals. You know, I think we're gonna get a lot more specific tones from each member in this, you know what I mean? So let's get into track 4. So that was track 4. Man, again, action movie vibes again. This is more like on a Disney Channel side of things, you know, really almost like that Never Stop Me, G Idol type of energy, or like a Yenna, Moonbull's latest comeback, you know, Dami Solo from Dreamcatcher, that type of punk, like pop, punk pop rock, real Avril Lavigne vibes I got from that, you know, Skater Boy type stuff. You know, I even think that one of the times, I think Unche, it might be, had like a skateboard she was walking with on the runway for like the teaser. Like really fits that type of vibe for me, like almost like schoolgirl ditching school to go skate at the park or something like that, you know what I mean, play hooky, that type of vibe. We're getting a lot of rebellious vibes in this, but we're also getting elegance and party type vibes as well. So let's get into track 5. Let's finish it off. So that was track 5. Yeah, I mean, I think that this is gonna be another banger of an album. You know, it took me a while to really key into Lesserafim musically in terms of the whole album. I mean, well, not a while, but I just recently reacted to the whole thing and I was sold. You know what I mean? Sour Grapes was a bop. You know, Blue Flame a bop. You know, I wasn't really, you know, Fearless was probably my 3rd favorite track on there. But again, Fearless is a great concert song. It's very the epitome of what they're trying to do, and what they're trying to push. And the choreography is very, very catchy, very, very, you know, repeatable for fans and stuff. The point choreography anyway. I think that we're gonna get something else very, very well-rounded like this. Well-rounded, but yet, you know, tapered to their personal taste. You know what I mean? We're gonna get, you know, the whole action-packed movie thing, but we're gonna get the pop rock that's hot right now in K-pop, but we're also gonna get, you know, Sour Grapes Part 2 in there. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different elements, you know, with the reggaeton party vibes. I think this is gonna be another well-rounded album in terms of different vibes, but you can tell it came from the same group. again, I think they're going to be another group for me where I just really love everyone's style, in their own way. Like I said, the 4th gen version of me just it being almost impossible for me to just keep a bias all the time, even though Youngjin is that for me right now. Chaewon has been wrecking me on a consistent basis, and they're all just so likable. Again, you have to see. Only time will tell with these newer groups. There's been so many new groups, especially girl groups, that have come in the last year or so, these last several months. Time is the great equalizer, divider, defeater. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see who lasts the test of time. But I think Lesserafim is here to stay. I think their concept is very unique to them. I think that it's very global inclined, in terms of something that can really rock out in concerts, but it can be played anywhere. And I think that, when you combine members that have already had fame, especially in Korea and Japan, with like a bunch of foreign members, then you have fluent English speakers, you know what I mean? You have a bunch of mix of personalities. I think that they just have a little bit of everything to be successful. And I think that they really will join the ranks of those top 4th gen girl groups that are really, really, really making a push on a global scale. I think that they'll really make that next step with this release. So can't wait. So before y'all go, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Got a lot of stuff coming your way. And till next time.